Hello, and welcome to the channel. The name is Stoneman, but you can call me Travis. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to take it down a notch. We're going to smooth out those wrinkles, and we're going to take a little chill. A little relaxation session. Today I'm going to be reading off some Environmental News Network articles. These articles I specifically handpicked because I see them as positive reflections of our scientific community, and I think they're pretty neat. So, without further ado, let's get into the show. This first article comes to us from the University of Washington, September 29th, 2025. It is titled, "More Bees, Please. 8 New to Washington Species Identified." This year, researchers added 8 new bee species to a list of the state's native pollinators. While collecting pollinators in Chelan County to study how climate and wildfires affect native bee populations, Autumn Moths, a University of Washington research scientist of biology, discovered 8 bee species never recorded in Washington and 100 species that had not previously been documented in Chelan County. Expert taxonomists from Utah to British Columbia helped her identify the bees, which were photographed in high resolution for her research. It's a really exciting moment. Sitting with an expert taxonomist to determine the identity of an undocumented bee filled me with awe, Moths said. They cited subtle characteristics that I would not have even known to examine. The findings also have important implications for biodiversity. It's difficult to conserve a species when we don't know its name or native range. Taxonomists refer to detailed sets of characteristics to differentiate bees by family, genera, and species. The morphological qualities of bees are incredibly diverse, and individual species can vary in small but significant ways. Bees can be distinguished from each other by the shape and structure of wing veins, hair color on the tertia, plates forming the bee's abdomen, and the location of scopa, or pollen-carrying hairs. You can read more about this at theuniversityofwashington.com. February 26, 2026. UH scientists discovered 10 new species of Hawaiian moths. University of Hawaii at Manoa researchers identified 10 new species and 7 new groups, genera, of Hawaiian leaf roller moths. While new species are frequently discovered, the description of a new genus of insects is a much rarer event. 7 groups at once is almost unheard of. Discovered by College of Tropical Agriculture and Human Resilience, CTAHR, graduate student Kyle Austin and Professor Daniel Rubinoff, this research highlights how much native Hawaiian biodiversity remains a mystery. Some species are brilliantly colored, almost iridescent, while another species from Hawaii Island is potentially the largest member of its family in the world. Hawaii is a world-renowned laboratory for evolution, but these moths have been hiding their true history in plain sight, said lead author Austin. By identifying these 7 new genera, we are showing that these insects cross thousands of miles of open ocean to reach Hawaii, far more frequently than we ever imagined. All right, we're going to take a little break from the articles to answer some phone calls. Let's get right into it. First caller, you're on the line.
Hello? Yeah, I was looking for Domino's.
I see.
I was trying to order some food for Domino's. Is this Domino's?
That does seem to be a big problem.
Oh, it's not Domino's? Can you get all the Domino's?
Well, I can't seem to help you out here. I'm just a simple radio host.
What?
But if you ever wanted to come back just to listen, go ahead and go to your YouTube search bar and type in Stoneman Plays.
Okay.
And you will find a playlist that says Late Nights with Stoneman.
Bye.
Thank you so much for calling. Okay, next caller, you're on the line. Hello? Tara, is that you? Is that you, Tara? How did you get a hold of the phone? Did you get Marsh to dial the phone for you? She is enabling you. She's enabling you to do these things. And I will not stand for it. Okay, well, you're cutting into my precious time, so I'm gonna hang up on you. Okay, go to bed. Okay, let's see if we can get one more caller on the line. Get one more caller. Okay, I don't think our reach is that far yet. Okay, that'll do for now. Let's get back into the articles. Our last story for the night is coming at you from the University of Copenhagen. November 6, 2025. 3 new toad species skip the tadpole phase and give birth to live toadlets. An international team of researchers have identified 3 new species of enchanting, postular, tree-dwelling toads from Africa. Their solution for having offspring away from water? Skipping the tadpole phase altogether and giving birth to live toadlets. The study is published today in the open-access scientific journal Vertebrate Zoology. Most textbooks will tell you only one story of frog reproduction: eggs to tadpoles, to froglets, to adults. But for 3 newly discovered species found in Tanzania, this is not the case. The 3 new species of frogs belong to an unusual group of African toads in the genus Nectophrenoids, commonly called tree toads. Instead of laying eggs that hatch into tadpoles, the female tree toads carry their offspring inside their bodies and give birth to fully formed tiny toads. This makes them among the very few amphibians in the world capable of internal fertilization and true live birth. It's common knowledge that frogs grow from tadpoles. It's one of the classic metamorphosis paradigms in biology. But the nearly 8,000 frog species actually have a wide variety of reproductive modes, many of which don't closely resemble that famous story, says Associate Professor Mark D. Schurz, curator for herpetology at the Natural History Museum, Denmark, a co-author on the study. Only a handful of frog species from South America and Southeast Asia have developed similar strategies, making these toads a rare case in the animal kingdom. Live bearing is exceptionally rare among frogs and toads, practiced by less than 1% of frog species, making these new species exceptionally interesting, says H. Christoph Littke. I pronounced that wrong. A co-author from the Spanish National Research Council, who has specialized in the evolution of amphibian reproductive modes. That is pretty exciting. 3 new species of toad that just skip the tadpole phase altogether and give birth to live toadlets. That is super awesome. I like that one a lot. That one's probably my favorite of the night. And I think that is where we are going to end for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And thank you for learning a little something. Try to stay positive out there in this world full of hate. It may seem like it, but if you look through the cracks and you look into the crevices, look between the trees and the bushes, you'll find some positive inspiration. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.